Hello, it's Nima here, and I'm sharing my journey as a developer who's trying to level up in life, career, and with all the struggles included. In this video, I want to talk about something that controls our life: time. I'm not a productivity guru. I'm not perfect. I procrastinate a lot. I get distracted and I scroll way too much sometimes. But these four simple things that actually helped me to manage my time better, get more done, and actually feel a little bit less stressed. I'm not going to give you some crazy complicated systems here. I'm not gonna do that. This is just what I really do in my own life. That actually comes from me. Okay, this actually helped me to grow and have more time, and maybe it can help you too. So the first thing is called my daily list. The first thing I do is very simple. I have a list for each day, just a playlist of things I want to get done. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy, no fancy apps. Sometimes it's on my phone and sometimes on a paper. Yeah, sometimes on a paper. So here is the important part. I don't treat all the tasks the same. This is very important. Every morning and sometimes the night before, I look at my list and I decide which of these list tasks are actually important. Usually there are one or two tasks that are actually important than the rest, and they are the ones that actually move my life forward. Sometimes they are related to coding, sometimes related to money or career, sometimes something really important for my health and mental state. And I actually start my day with those because they are the more important ones. Even if my brains want to go for the easy tasks, I try not to because I have more important things to done. I don't set a specific time for my tasks, but a lot of people does, and a lot of people use the time blocking system. For example, do this from 9 to 30, do this from 10 to 30. For me, that doesn't work. It makes me feel restricted and stressed, like a robot following a schedule. Instead, I just focus on what is the next most important thing on my list that I can actually work on right now. And then I try to go through as many tasks as I can from that list. So some days I finish the whole list, some days I don't, but the rule is the important tasks first and then everything else. That alone has helped me a lot because even on a bad day, at least the important things got done. The next thing I want to talk about, and I called it night review and big three. So every night I actually write about everything I did that day, not just the one I studied. I actually do it, I try to be a bit detailed about it. So I actually do it like this on my journal. I studied, for example, JavaScript for 1 hour and I focused on objects, on arrays. I worked on a project and I fixed that bug. I went for a walk and listened to a podcast. I just told you I try to be more detailed about my day. So why I do this? Because when you see your day in front of you written down, you get honest with yourself. You are being honest with yourself. That is the most important thing you actually can do for you, you know? You cannot trick your brain that I was busy all day. So you are being honest. You wasted a lot of time on TikTok, Instagram, scrolling, and you wasted that time. So you are being honest and you actually write it on your journal. That is very, very good for you. Actually helps you to manage your time better because now you know what you did and why you didn't actually go forward that day. Then I do something very important. I look at all of the things I did and all the things I need to do, and I pick 3 most important tasks for tomorrow. I'm not picking 10, 20, 30 tasks, but I just pick 1, 2, or 3 tasks that are very important, must to do, and yeah, that's it. The question I ask myself is, if I only do 3 things, those 3 will become my must do tasks that I have to do that day. So everything else is nice to do. It's very good to do, but it's really okay if you don't do it, because the 3 important things is a must and the everything else is a bonus. But these 3 are non-negotiable. You have to do it. That alone actually helps you reduce a lot of stress, because instead of thinking I have to do a lot of things tomorrow, instead I think I have 3 missions instead of millions of missions tomorrow that I must do, and the rest is a bonus. And when you actually starting your day knowing your top 3, you don't waste your first hour every morning to what to do. But here's the thing, the important thing. None of this work if you don't know actually where you are trying to go. Clear goals and common brain. This third thing is more about your mindset. If you don't know what you want, no time management trick will save you. So what I'm trying to do right now is to keep my goals in 3 levels: long-term levels, mid-term levels, and weekly goals. Long-term goals. This is the big picture, okay? For example, becoming a really good developer, making good money, maybe becoming a millionaire, improving any language you want: English, French, Italian, whatever you want. Building my own projects. These are not goals for this week, okay? These are more like, this is the direction I want my life to go. And the second thing is mid-term goals, and it takes to 1 to 3 months. These are more concrete. In the next 3 months, I want to finish this course. I actually wrote some examples here. Let me read it for you. In the next 3 months, I want to finish this course. By the end of this month, I want to launch my first small project. Before a certain date, I want to apply to X jobs or internships. And these goals connect your daily work to your long-term dreams. And the third one is weekly goals. This is where it becomes practical, okay? Every week I ask myself, what 3 important things need to move forward this week? This is very, very important, okay? For example, finish section 3 and 4 of this coding course, or whatever course you take, doesn't matter. Push at least 3 commits to my project. This is actually an example for programmers. If you don't know it, actually doesn't matter. Or research ways to make money with my skills. This is a very, very important thing. What skills do you have? You go and research for them and how to make money with these skills you got. Okay? Then, when I look at my daily list that I actually talked about earlier, I'm not just doing random things. I'm choosing tasks that are connected to these goals. And I try to look at my goals either every night or at least every few days. I try to look at them and remember them, okay? Because life is distracting, okay? You forget why you are doing this. You have to remind yourself a few days later and make it a rule to actually come up with your long-term goals, the dreams you got here and you want to chase them, okay? But when you remind yourself, I'm doing this because I want to become a better developer, okay? Or because I want more freedom, or because I want to change my life, because I want to make more money, because I want to improve a set of skills to improve my career. When you do that, your brain calms down. Your brain knows what to do, knows what to chase, and knows how to do it, okay? It calms down. So you have to do this. And the third thing that I actually just talked to you about it is clear goals and calmer brain is one of the most important things that you must do in your life. I want to tell you that you do this, your brain calms down, so you're not just reacting, you are moving with intention. Now, the last thing might surprise you, and this actually changes everything. Sleep, food, and movement. So I try as much as I can to get around 7 to 8 hours of sleep. So, but I'm not perfect. So I try as much as I can get around 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single day. But I'm not perfect and I don't do it every single night. But I've noticed when I sleep enough, I don't need 100 productivity hacks to do my things. Things just flow better, Then there's food and water. Okay, if I start my day with junk food and sugar, I feel sleepy, I feel tired, I feel heavy. Okay, and if I drink almost no water, I get headaches. That's me. Okay, I get headaches and my focus dies. I I try to keep it simple. Drink enough water, don't eat trash all day, don't work constantly with an empty stomach. You don't know how important this is. And the last part is movement. You don't need the gym if you don't like it, okay? Just 15 to 20 minutes of fast walking can actually change your brain's feels. When I move my body, I notice I think clearer, my mood is better, it's easier to start tasks. It's almost like this formula: better sleep plus better food plus a bit of movement equals to more time. Not because the day has more hours, but because your energy is higher. And energy is what actually lets you use your time well. So yeah, these are 4 simple things that actually are helping me to manage my time better right now. And let me actually repeat them to you. A daily list with important task list, a night review and choosing my big 3 for the next day, clear goals, long-term, mid-term, and weekly goals, taking care of sleep, food, and movement. Let me tell you something at the end. I'm not perfect at any of these. Some days I fail all of them, but overall, these habits are making my days feel more controlled and my progress more real. If you found this helpful, you can just try one of these and see how it feels. And if you are new here, I'm sharing my journey as a developer with all the ups and downs on my path to becoming a millionaire and building a better life. So if you want to follow that journey, subscribe and let's grow together. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.